This Gren Maju deck is all about banishing cards and attacking for a lot of damage, while also stalling with trap cards till you can make that happen. The main monster is, of course, Gren Maju de Aiza. This card's attack and defense are equal to the number of your banished cards times 400, so we're just trying to banish a lot of cards to get this up to a lot of attack. 3. Gizmek Orochi the Serpentron Sky Slasher. This card's in your hand or graveyard. It's a quick effect. You can banish 8 cards from the top of your deck face down, special summon this card, so it banishes 8 cards right off the bat. And you can also banish 3 cards from your extra deck face down, then target one face-up monster on the field, destroy it. But you can only use 1 effect per turn, but this is another kind of a removal for you. 3. Eater of Millions. Cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 5 or more cards from your hand, field, and or extra deck face down, and then gains 100 attack and defense for each face down banished card. And you can also, once per turn at the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that opponent's monster face down. So it's another form of removal, and then an easy way to get lots of cards banished for Gren Maju. 3. Inspector Border. This helps to slow down the game. Cannot be normal or special summon if you control a monster. Neither player can activate monster effects unless the number of monster effects that player has previously activated that turn is less than the number of monster card types currently on the field. For Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Exceed, Pendulum, and Link. So this is just a really good staller for sure. 3. Banisher of the Radiance. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead, so this helps you to banish more cards for Gren Maju, and it can make it so your opponent can't really use their graveyard. 3. Pot of Desires. This is also a staple for the deck. Banish 10 cards from the top of your deck face down, draw 2 cards, so you get more access to your cards, and while also banishing 10 right away. 1. Foolish Burial. This can send your Gizmek monster, so you can banish 8 away right away. It's just a more consistent way to get to him. 3. Pot of Duality. You don't always need to special summon, so it's good to search the top 3 cards of your deck to add one of them to your hand. You just can't special summon. 2. Heavy Storm Duster. Target up to 2 spell or traps on the field, destroy them. Cannot conduct your battle phase turn you activate this card, but you don't really have any other ways to destroy back row, so this is a good one, and you just activate on your opponent's turn, so you can still use your battle phase. 3. Compulsory Evacuation Device. Target one monster on the field, return that target to the hand. So this just helps you to interrupt your opponent and clear the way for Gren Maju to attack them. 3. Paleozoic Canadia. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, change it to face-down defense position. So it just helps to interrupt them. And then if you really need to, once per chain, when a trap card is activated while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card as a normal monster. Level 2, 1200 attack, 0 defense. So it just helps to protect you if you need it. 2. Titanocider. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls that was special summoned from the extra deck, changes its attack to 0, and if you do, negate its effects. That's also really good. And then also, when your opponent special summons a monster from the extra deck while this card's in your graveyard, you can set this card. Except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. There's also multiple uses. Similar with Lost Wind. Target one's face-up special summon monster on the field, negate its effects. Also, its original attack is halved. And then if a monster is special summoned from the opponent's extra deck while this card is in your graveyard, you can set this card but banish it when it leaves the field. So another recurring interruption. 3. Fiendish Chain. Activate this card by targeting one effect monster on the field, negate the effects of that face-up monster while it's on the field. Also, that face-up monster cannot attack. So this also can help protect you while interrupting your opponent. 2. Mirror Force. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy all your opponent's attack position monsters. So this can help, once again, clear the way for Gren Maju and get rid of problematic cards. And a card to consider is Golden Castle of Stromberg, because during your standby phase, you must banish 10 cards from the top of your deck face down. So this is just a lot of cards to banish. And then also, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, destroy the attacking monster. So this helps dissuade them from wanting to attack. And of course, Mystic Mine can help stall for a little bit more, and it got a reprint in Maximum Gold Eldorado, but it also might get hit on the ban list, so not sure about that one. And for the extra deck, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 2 monsters with different names, and then you can discard a card, then target one spell or trap your opponent controls, destroy it. So if you have a problematic spell or trap, you can get rid of it. and also 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 2 plus monsters with different names. If this card is link summoned, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 card on the field, shuffle it into the deck. So this can get rid of 1 problematic thing. And for the rest of the extra deck, it's just from 2021 Tin of Ancient Battles to banish with Eater of Millions. So there's 3 Bellcat Fighter, 3 Proxy F Magician, 3 Cyburst Accelerator, 3 Linker Bell, and 1 Infernity Doom Archfiend for the extra deck fodder. And that's the deck at only $23.83. Gren Maju is always fun to mess around with and can attack for a lot of damage, which is always nice. Thanks for watching.